here's the thing. We haven't picked up a single point in the league. Okay? It's now November. We are sitting rock bottom with 0 points. The biggest surprise? My job's perfectly safe. And I don't know how. Also, remember that whole work within a wage budget thing? I have completely smashed that. We're £400 a week over. I've just made a new signing. That's one player. I panic signed another goalkeeper. He makes his debut today. Let's get to it. This Squabs Gamer. My name is Duncan. Welcome back to the Elgin Experiment. So hi, yeah. Well, welcome in. I don't know what's more terrifying. All the red or the fact that since we've last left we've scored 2 goals. Yeah. I don't really have anything to say on any of these games bar this one particular one. So we played Stenhurst at the beginning of the month. They beat us 2-0. 2 first half goals. Relatively comfortable for them. That was fine, okay? Second game, I have completely changed their shape, tactic, and I don't just mean tactical style, I mean instructions, everything. And this is going to sound stupid. This wasn't like a uncomfortable loss. We did really well. Now, the player ratings don't show it. And I don't know if it's just in my head, because I've went a little bit crazy. You'll see, kinda. But yeah, so we're sticking with this new shape and instructions. And when I say instructions, I mean all like 3. When I used to do lower league saves, I used to give as little instruction as possible, because in my head, and it seemed to work, the shitter the player, the less instructions you give them, because they might not be able to follow all the instructions. We're not training enough to do it. Also, it's like the most basic of basic stuff is what we've been trying to give them. So we've got a new shape. We also have a new goalkeeper, who I will show in a second. But I want to prove my point. C. Okay? How we're doing in the cups, they are more than happy. The league could be going better. You know, they're not happy necessarily with how the games are going or the squad happiness. And the supporters aren't happy with individual matches, but again, everything else is okay. Everybody's happy with the transfers. We're now struggling with the wage budget. We know this. I'm going to try and fix that in January. I'm trying to get one player to just accept the fact he's not wanted and leave. I've now made him a backup. And he's like, oh, I know I'm not a backup. I'm not getting the games I want. I'd like to go out on loan. I'm like, no. You have no future at this club. I think it's time we start looking for a transfer for you. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, boss, I want to stay. Twice I've had that conversation with him. He will not accept it. Now, everybody's happy with the financial aspect of Wally Muir. He is our new goalkeeper. He is also the man who has skyrocketed us way past our wage budget. He's on £350 a week with a £75 appearance fee, which, you've guessed it, £400 odd a week guaranteed. Fun. But we'll look at him properly in just a second. This is the tactic, and it is a 5-4-1. It's 5-3-2, even. I can't do maths. We don't have a left mid at all, because we're hoping our wing back on a tackle fucking go. Yeah. And weird enough, we actually didn't get caught out on the right-hand side. Which was strange, like on, our left-hand side, the opponent's right-hand side. They didn't seem to utilise that against us. So I just want to quickly check something while I'm on this page. Yeah, so Wally Muir is the first player we have signed who is a League 1 level player. Good, cinch League 1 level player. So he's a league above the players we have. Consistent performer, great shot stopper apparently, and going by his attributes, he is. And you can tell he has played at a relatively decent level. And a relatively decent level recently. Like, physical side isn't great, okay? Positioning isn't great. And his concentration isn't great, right? But command of area, communication, handling, one-on-ones, reflexes are great. For where we are, they are amazing stats, to be honest. Decisions are fantastic as well. Agility, maybe not the best these days, but I think he will be solid enough for us. He was playing League One as of the last couple of seasons. His game time, as you can see, though, is going down year on year, but it's about to ramp right up. He is signed, weirdly enough, a 3-year deal with us, so he'll be here till the summer of 2026. All going well, and this isn't a massive flop. He's our first choice goalkeeper. Excuse me. Now, don't worry about this position until her contract runs out, okay? Having him, Splain, who is a good League 2 level player. Arguably not a ball-winning midfielder, though. Also, fuck, maybe it is a Mazzala. Why am I changing it? But yeah, we've got Splain, who we've signed, I mean, as a thing, who can come in and really help. Defensively, we're struggling. So we got a thing through, a report through on him saying we should make him a fringe player. And I was like, he's like our second best centre half. So I clicked on him, fringe player in his prime, leading Highland League player, Lowland League player. The issue I have is on a 2-year deal. Draper, again, League 2 level player. So there's a couple of players who are good enough for the league we're in. Draper's on a 3-year deal. Jesus Christ. Okay. So any sort of building we're trying to do, we're kind of on. So the spine of the team now has has a player of quality in each position. That is ours. We also have Mark Gallagher, for example, 22-year-old on loan from Cove Rangers. He's good enough for this level. Ideally, would like to keep him on, but we won't be able to. We get up front. Again, this is where the issues begin again. Is that nobody's really at the level of the league we're in. So what I want now is basically us to just try and grind out draws. If we can keep the ball out, right? Just keep the ball out and start racking up points slowly. We will start catching up on the team who is 11th, which is Stenhousemuir. They're only 6 points ahead of us. They've won 1 game, they've drawn 3, they've lost 6. They're doing something that we're not, and that's quite clearly, I think, scoring goals. We have a minus 20 goal difference, which is kind of terrifying, truth be told. We've only scored 4 goals in 10 games. We've conceded 24 goals in 10 games. We're on average conceding 2.5 goals a game, just under that. So we really need to solidify defensively, and that is what I've focused on now. So that's what this back 5 is, and now with a top goalkeeper for this level, that is what I'm focused on. So I had him as well playing as a ball-winning midfielder on defend. I've now changed that to support, just trying to suit his attributes a little bit better. Daniel Dolan, I signed you as a right mid. You're clearly better as a left mid, right? Now you're telling me here you're a defensive winger, I don't see it. But I don't see much. I may change the shape to this and make him defensive as well. I don't know, but I'm just going to persist for another game or two with Dolan as a right mid. That's where I initially signed him for. It's where we brought him on trial for, and I think even they got a scout report for him was right mid. But I think we are going to move him to his left-hand side because that is his natural position. Again, he's another player who is currently League 2 level, and we're playing him on the wrong side. So, probably our last game with Dolan at right mid before I swap to left. I just want to have it one more go. And we're taking on today Stranraer, who are better than us. They're 6th in the league, but they are better than us. And then I think it's Bonnyrigg Rose, but I could be wrong. It is Bonnyrigg Rose. So yeah, this is not ideal, but it's where we're at. And for some reason, our job is not on the line. So in goals is Muir. Back 5 of Elverfontaine, Leather, Draper, Dreyer, and Vincent. Midfield 3 of Dolan, Splain, and Gallagher. Up front is Jones and Golding. I need to give Muir a kit number. You can be 13 for all I care right now. And 13 can't be as unlucky as every other sign has been for us. So fingers fucking crossed that something goes well for us. I have these fingers crossed, the fingers of my other hand crossed, my toes crossed. I'm almost at the stage of crossing my testicles in the hope that'll give us some fucking luck. We need something. The support from the squad is dropping. Now, they were never all green or any of them green support me, but they're all kind of neutral. That's dropping. It's not great. But we knew this could happen, okay? We are the worst team in Scotland, professionally, that we can manage. We knew this. Now, are they actually the worst team in Scotland? I don't know. I don't know where they finished in League 2 last season. But they didn't get relegated, I know that much, so... But in-game, they're the worst in-game that we could do, for whatever reason, and we knew that avoiding relegation was going to be the thing, and that is what we're gearing for. So finishing rock bottom doesn't mean we're relegated, we're going to a playoff final, essentially. So as long as we win that game, we stay up. The issue I'm going to potentially have is a player revolt before then, and that's what we need to try and avoid. What we haven't avoided, however, is a goal. We're 1-0 down in 3 minutes. And let's see what happens. So Gallagher, left back split position. We don't follow the runner or... Yeah, okay. We just don't track the man. Fair. Oh, shit, yeah, my instructions, my tactic. So this is our tactic. So, in possession, I have literally asked them to do 2 things. Play for set pieces and much more direct passing, okay? Just get the ball up, we don't care how. When we're in transition, I have asked us to regroup when we lose possession to try and get our shape back, counter when we've won possession, and distribute the ball quickly. Who they give it to, how they do it, don't care. Out of possession, and I think this is where the last game I felt like it worked, is we are playing with the lowest block we can. We're playing with a standard defensive line, because what I don't want to do, excuse me, is play lower, and I don't want to play higher. So I'm just trying to keep standard. We have closed the space down, but playing any higher, we don't have the pace in behind, and our goalkeeper isn't a good sweeper. Playing lower or much lower, we then have the issue of a lot of space in midfield, so we're keeping it as standard for that reason alone. I've asked the fullbacks to stop crosses, and I've asked them to stay on their feet to try and stop us giving away bookings. And I can't really afford people getting suspended or sent off, so I'd like to avoid that if we can. And that is kind of the thought process as things stand. I played positive last game. Fuck knows why. I've changed it to balance on the recommendation of my assistant manager. Don't know why. I've also changed set piece stuff just now to the assistant manager, because as much as set pieces has failed us in the journeyman, having people do it, right now I'm just trying to get something that works that isn't focused on the set piece at the moment. So I thought, no, what, fuck it, give that for someone else and let me worry about everything else at the moment. Oh, Jones! That was a really good chance. Jones has to be doing better there. Poor defending again. Why is Orr getting so much space? Who is not picking up? Who is the man? Who is that? Leather. Fuck. Scott Leather just completely loses him. Yeah, we're 2-0 down now. Really, it should be 2-1. Jones missed an absolute sitter. This is a good bit of play. Galkin again. I'll tell you what, Mark Galkin, we've seen it with that chance earlier. He got us, for whatever reason, not having somebody left mid. That is a great dummy, by the way. But having Vincent come up in support, we're able to kind of draw out this space. Gallagher's making all of these runs forward as a box-box midfielder. First time he played a good ball for Jones to tap in. He didn't. Wasn't really a tap in, but should have scored it. But this here, great run from Gallagher. I'm not even sure if he means a finish, but I'm going to say he does. Opposite corner. 2-1. And that was a good bit of attacking play from us. So far, I'm not unhappy with the team performance. I am with an individual performance. And it's because our centre-halves, for whatever reason, are seeing the target man, their only striker, and going, oh, we'll just let him go himself, boss. Like, we don't have pace to do this. It's not giving Muir a great debut, but I'm not concerned with anything that he's done. He's not done anything that's made me go, fuck, it's the goalkeeper's fault. The only thing I'm seeing just now is a defensive error with shit centre-backs. I'm assuming it's still my initial tactic because 2 men on the post was my thing, and I'm fucking glad we did there. Before I think it was maybe on the last game actually, I gave up control of the set pieces, but I had on a mix of man marketing and zonal, and I had 2 men on the post and everyone back. That was my thing. You have no pace, though, do you? Like zero pace. Do any of my centre backs have? I don't have a centre back on the bench. Of course, don't. You have a little bit of pace. You can't do cover at all. I might need to swap Draper and Leather round and play Leather as central defender on cover, and hope that maybe picks up on the run of the striker that we're just losing. Because Draper is meant to be the best centre half of this club, and I'll tell you right now, he is not playing like in any game. He has not performed well, and what makes it worse is he's a coach as well. And yeah. Okay, so I'm not happy. He's having a shit game, and I think this might go badly. But I'm going to swap this over. I'm hoping this doesn't affect Galka or Vincent, because if it does, Dolan will be moved. I'm going to take Jones off as well and play Taylor as a poacher. And I really should have brought another centre back. Oh, fuck, who's that boy? I put one of the players that was on loan in the reserves because I didn't think he was good enough, but he actually might be perfect for that cover role. Let's see how Dolan gets on switching sides. What it does mean is there's going to be a lot of space on the right hand side of our midfield for, say, a fullback to run into, but Elva Fontaine won't. Not naturally, anyway. I should probably look at his stats, see if there was any point maybe switching him. He's just getting so much space. It's a hat-trick for all, and it is a defensive issue every time. And that's what's hurting us. It's actually what hurting us. Don't really have the pace, do you, son? Going to put you as a fullback on support. See if you maybe utilise that space a bit better. Golden is having a howler of a game. Bring on Wood. He'll play as a defend. Going to bring off Splain. And I'm going to play now with a Mazzala on support. So Mazzala is... So, in terms of Mazzala, what their role will do, and I don't know if I explained in the last game, I don't know if I used them, but basically his... most centre mids occupy kind of like their central area. They might come and cover. They're covering for fullback. And Mazzala base is going to cover this position up to there. Like his thing's going to be in these kind of half spaces. So he's going to kind of go wide, drift wide. It might give us a bit of an attacking difference. Defensively, it's going to make us a bit more open, but it could make a difference in terms of an attack. So we'll see how this goes. Vincent with the ball to Wood doesn't quite fall to him. Elva Fontaine's now come up that side. Draper's quite high up the park. Leather. All of our players are quite high up the park, actually. Why? Is my first question. I'm actually going to take off Donny as having a bit of a howler. I'm going to go narrow there. Plays a shadow striker with Dingwall. I'm going to take Fontaine off. Bring on Cairns, who will play as that wing back on support. Probably, I think that's my last change of the game now. We'll see how this goes. I'm not being funny, but this feels more Route 1 than the Route 1 set from tactic plan thing that we had. Vince has done well there, actually. Go on, son. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. I don't know if it's just me, but I generally feel like we are playing better with this formation. The thing that has really hurt us today is poor defending. And it's not been picking up the striker. And that has been the biggest issue. It's not like they get a ball across the back line. Yep, sure, you want to try and stop that cross. Not always possible. I will tell you right now, that was poor goalkeeping from Muir. That was poor goalkeeping from Muir. I think the boy who set that up used to beat Kilmarnock, didn't he? Yes, he did. Chris Johnson. Thought I recognised the name. I'll tell you what, that boy Ort is just dominating our defenders. Don't know if it's he's a really, really good striker or it's just the fact that our defence is pretty shit at centre back. Still don't quite know why Draper's stepping out so fucking far. He's not been told to. He's not even as a stopper anymore. He shouldn't be coming that far out to try and win a fucking ball. It's causing us so many issues. I'm generally on the stage of I can't tell if Draper is dragging Leather down. Like, I understand that Leather isn't good enough where Draper on paper is, but in terms of performances, I genuinely feel that Leather's had a better game than Draper. Oh my fucking god! We almost scored the most comical own goal I'd have fucking seen in this game yet. Yeah, this isn't going to plan. Who the fuck is going Martin? They do seem to have a very good squad though. Is our squad really that bad compared to the rest of the league? Is it generally that one of our biggest issues? Maybe. Maybe. Positives. I think our fullbacks, ignoring the match rating, I think our fullbacks in terms of chance creation have done well. Especially Vincent, to be fair. Elva Fontaine was never told to attack. We switched that around second half. We brought in Cairns, who's done an okay job there. I think Gallagher has shown himself up really well today, especially with Vincent. Linked up really well. So positives. That's what we've got. Who the fuck? Why are you wanting? Oh fuck! I was too harsh. Are you kidding me? I'll probably try and be better, kid, son, boy. Even though you're not that much younger than me. Pardon me. I, first of all, want to check or. I'm not going to lie, you don't seem like you're anything special. So their start strikers value between 0 and 20k. Ours under half of that. Okay, we're going to take on Bunnyvig Rose. I'm going to have a think about a lot of things in our tactic. Yeah, I have a lot to think about. I'll see you all in just a couple of seconds. Wish me luck. I'll tell you what, right now there's something deeply wrong with our board and fans. After everything we have played and how bad we have been, their expectation for this game? A draw. Aye, cool, okay. Right, Muir's coming in, goalkeeper. Boom, on defend. Show me what you can do. Right back, I'm going to play Cairns. On a wing back support. We're going to play Leather, Ewan, and Dryer. Yep, we promoted him back from the youth team. And we're going to play, what is it? Liam Vincent, again, wing back on attack. Our centre mids, I'm going to be Splain and Gallagher. We're going to play Dingwall as a number 10. Shadow striker. We're playing Jones and Golding and hoping for the best. On the bench, Mackenzie will be there. So will Fontaine. So will Draper. So will Cameron. So will Dolan. So will Dangana. So will Taylor, Wood, and McLeman. Also, the assist manager, we should go positive. No, we shouldn't. I will explain this in a little second. So, the reason I brought Connell Ewan up from the youths, one, he is naturally a central defender cover. Secondly, that's the only reason. It's not. He's got a little bit of pace as well, but he's naturally, that is his thing. And I think, no, we just need something. We need something to be a bit different from what we've been doing, and I think this generally could be it. One other thing I've looked at, and it was all the players we have on loan. Now, a lot of the loan contract says loan cannot be terminated. They're all the ones that I've brought in. Fuck's sake, Duncan. But a lot of the ones that I didn't, it seems like we might be able to cancel their contracts or loans with us. Now, there's a benefit to that for us. One, reduces the size of the squad. Two, that's actually quite a chunk of wages we could get rid of. So, for example, Connell Ewan, the guy who's playing centre-back for us today, is on £150 a week. We're paying that. We're paying £150 a week. We could get rid of that. We've hardly used them. Wouldn't notice a difference. We have Blair McKenzie in, who probably should be playing ahead of Dryer and Ewan, and probably Leather at this point. He's on a couple £100 a week. Golding's on £200 a week. Somebody else that I've seen we could get rid of. I was like, okay. So we may get rid of a few of the loans we have in January to bring the wage bill down. Now, you're thinking, oh, that's good. You're trying to get the wage bill under control. No. I'm trying to bring it down because I may, if we actually make it to January and not get sacked, may have to look to putting a fair bit of money into a centre half or a goal scorer. Preferably both. We have neither just now. So what we're seeing, going from the match ratings and purely the match ratings just now, is most of the team is playing okay. Dryer isn't, but he has been a bit up and down since I signed him. Nor is Vincent, but he's not naturally doing something that he is, well, naturally comfortable doing. And nor is Golding. Now, other players' stats have just changed now since that corner type thing. But what it's saying is this is kind of suiting us a little bit. Unlucky. Another thing I've noticed, we're actually getting shots away, which is good. The issue we're still having is we're conceding chances. Now, so far I think the thing said they've had 4 shots. They've not had any on target as of yet. Chances are the 5th shot, it's going in the back of the net. So I'm still trying to figure out how we get them, how we get this team to just be more solid. Now, it could be a simple case of all the thing is going down the left-hand side of our defence. And going by that attack, it absolutely is. It could be that Dryer and Vincent are causing those problems there. Okay. We have McKenzie we can bring in. He's another natural left-sided defender. That's fine. We can change our fullback, or we can change the role to support or defend. I think it'd be defend, actually, which Vincent's more comfortable at. That might help as well. But the only issue for me would then be it may limit our attacking stuff. That is a possibility. So, yeah. I think we're doing... The issue I have is we have really, really good players who aren't playing because they don't fit this formation. I get it. Okay, it happens. Fuck. The issue is I don't have enough quality players to fit a formation that would fit all of our quality players in. Because it's fine saying, oh, we need to play a formation that fits in Dolan. Okay, that's fine. We have no one for the other side. Dangana, maybe. Here's somebody who has kind of done okay so far. At times, sorry. For whatever reason, it's not quite clicking. I'm just making a straight swap here. What does a stopper do? Oh, fuck, it's not going to tell me on this page. I can't exactly remember what a stopper does. Centre defender. Stopper will push ahead of the defence line to close down players before they get to the area. Maybe helpful. Vincent, I'm going to change you to what you're more naturally happy doing, which is defend. And I can see one or two players who are just having kind of poor games. And we know this is something that's just going to happen because we don't really have quality anywhere. So we're going to make a little change like this. So McKenzie and Wood are going to come on. We've changed Vincent's role. Golding was pressing forward on attack. He's more comfortable with pressing forward on defend. We're just going to make the swap for Wood. Let's see how the second half goes. Because that was a good first half. We were creating chances. We were getting them on target. We looked okay. It's now about seeing, okay, we've made a couple of changes. Now, they could have as well, to be fair. They might have. But we've made a couple of changes. Let's see how this goes for the second half. Somebody's picked up an injury and it's splaying. Okay, I can make that sub. The issue is it won't be like for like, but I can still make it. Well, it could be like for like though, couldn't it? Okay, let's change things up a little bit then. Okay, so we are just changing shape now. I'm going to say a goal and I'll continue here, aren't we? Oh, we are so fucking lucky right now. So we're going to bring on Cameron. He's going to play Zamazala on attack. It's risky, I know. When we do that, I'm actually more tempted to bring on Draper as a number defensive midfielder. Just to kind of cover the ground he's going to give up. But at the same time, Dingwall, it would involve taking Dingwall off, who's doing okay actually as at number 10. Unlucky. Going Wood. Keep going, son. Ball in. That's not bad. Cameron, unlucky. That's a good ball in. Good header. Vincent, come on. Unlucky. The thing that's I don't get is Galk had a great game last game. He's not playing well today. Going to give it to 60 minutes just to... The issue is with the midfield that we currently have... I knew that was going to happen. The midfield we currently have, it's so attack-minded that it is just going to cut through us, and I think we've seen that. Oh, I'm just going a bit stupid here. Defense midfield on defend. That keeps that open there. Vincent swap. Didn't bring a left back because Because of course I didn't. That'd be so smart. Well, I'll have to be Fontaine. Fuck. No, it fucking won't. I've made a couple changes just to try and move players out the way. Oh, I generally am quite gutted. We have played so well today. Compared to how we have been playing. I'm not saying, you know, hang my hat in this performance, but compared to how we've been playing, done really well today. Their goal I felt was always coming. They were getting too many chances. So I guess positive, our attacking and build-up play has improved with the shape and tactics. The downside is defensively we are still wide fucking open. I think I've just completely fucked our whole fucking squad as a shambles. I think I've made a complete arse of the summer window. And we are really paying the price for it. Truth be told, I genuinely think that's the issue. I could also be quite easily just be overthinking, like, absolutely everything. But I don't think I am. I think that we have just got a complete shambles of a squad. And I don't really know now. Like, every time in terms of attacking, I've fixed the attacking problem to the point that we're creating chances now, but we're now wide open defensively. We've got like no. We're not good enough to be an all-out attacking side. It's just attack, 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 and we're not good enough to to just park the bus. It's it's another defeat. It's another defeat. I ain't even touching the team talks this time. "12 games in, 0 points from a possible 36. Spillane is out for 5 weeks, 45 weeks. I don't get it. Honestly, board, I commend you, but I don't get it. Yep, sorry, I'm thinking about like 8 different things at once. I am going to, truth be told, I am going to go and play Dumbarton, Clyde, East Fife, Spartan, Steny, and Peterhead. And then we're going to come back in January. We'll probably just cover the whole month of January in the next episode, but we won't do the full games. We'll just probably do the highlights each game. Or, in the case that we are still just losing every game, probably just if we've scored a goal. But I want to show you what business we can do or not do and what I'm going to try and do in January. But I need to get there first. Basically, these next 6 games, I am just going to try and find something that we can cling onto and build from, because right now it feels like we have nothing. I honestly thought from the last 3 games that this and then this with certain rules for this had finally got us what we needed. But nothing up front is good enough. Nothing back here is good enough. We have one quality player in defence, a goalkeeper, one quality player in centre mid. Something needs to change. And I'm going to try and figure the fuck out what it is in the next 6 games. Players who could quite easily go then come January. Of course, not the players I've signed. So Connell Ewan probably will go. Even though he had a decent enough game, he will probably go. He will probably go in January. It doesn't say that I can't terminate. I will. We're paying his full wage. He can go. Blair McKenzie, 6'4" centre half. Possibly he'll go as well. £200 a week. Mark Gallagher will stay. 1 is arguably our best centre mid. 2 is only on £100 a week. Freddie Jeffries, he'll go. I generally don't have any doubt in my mind about that one. He'll go. £150 a week. He's hardly getting played. He'll go. Keith Bray, 17-year-old. Feel like I should probably try to do more with him. Every chance he could go, but again, he's only on £100 a week. Golding. Golding. Every chance he goes. That'd be our £200 a week saved. Yeah. I don't know. Let's get to the next episode. It'll be will we do January. If the worst comes to us and we do get sacked in this save, it's going to be within the first season. So we're talking probably under 6 episodes, maybe 7. We'll probably start again and we'll just act like this is a dream and it never happened. And hopefully I don't make a rip roaring us for the second time round. I mean, hopefully we don't get sacked in the first place, but yeah. If you've liked today's video, please leave a thumbs up. If you have any tips or suggestions or anything in the comment that you want to leave them in the comments. If not, I'll see you all next week. I'll see you for January. It's going to be vital.